What's going on, guys? Your boy, the Fat Gamer. If I do a real quick video, and I'm just gonna be quite frankly honest about it. Get it, guys. I am old. I am an old Gen Xer. I'll be 50 this year, and I'm still talking about video games because when it comes down to gaming, I love video games, and there's nothing wrong with it. But it's one thing I will say about gaming. I take gaming for what it is. It's a very expensive hobby. It's a very expensive lifestyle if you choose to live the lifestyle of a gamer, whether you're a collector or so forth. But I'm going to say this much and I'm going to keep it real. When it comes down to video games, we all play them, we all love them, we all grew up with them. And yes, video game characters evolve over time. Now, I find this funny that I was watching this particular Nintendo grifter slash hater Nintendo, which for some strange reason YouTube has a very sadistic streak in it where they like to send certain videos because if you look like up certain things like the Xbox, you might get a bunch of hateful ass PlayStation fanboys like Reforge spewing shit about the damn Xbox. Or if you like a PlayStation, you get a bunch of ass hurt Xbox fanboys spewing shit about it. But even in case of Nintendo, same thing with Nintendo, you get all these hateful ass motherfuckers dropping dumb shit. But I digress. But I found this very particular video funny because, first of all, he went off on a tire rant about the Switch 2 and then the Wii U, and then it turned into Donkey Kong for some strange reason, which made me want to do this video because I found it funny that somebody was bitching and moaning about the fact that they changed the way Donkey Kong looks. I find that funny because, he was talking about that he thought that the way Donkey Kong looked when Rare was making Donkey Kong Country was perfect. No, the fuck it wasn't. I mean, goddamn, I thought the Rare art style Donkey Kong was fucking trash. It was goddamn garbage. He looked like a goddamn Sasquatch with fucking Down syndrome or some shit. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest with you, man. Now, in the case of the new art style, which he was bitching about because he felt that the only reason why they changed Donkey Kong's appearance, it was because of the movie, because they wanted him to look more close to Seth Rogen's Donkey Kong, which I'm gonna keep it real. Even when it comes to that Donkey Kong, if you really look at the style of and how he was presented, and if you look at any old art style from the '80s and so forth, way Donkey Kong look is the way he's supposed to look. He's supposed to look like his arcade counterpart, and that's what he looks like. He doesn't look like a fucking Down syndrome retarded looking monkey now. He looks like Donkey Kong. And by the way, let's just keep it real. The Donkey Kong, the current Donkey Kong is actually Junior. That is who he is. That is Junior. Okay? That is Junior. Cranky Kong is the original Donkey Kong. Now, the thing I don't like about it is that Cranky Kong is supposed to be Donkey Kong's or Junior's grandfather, but technically it's his father. But that's pretty much like how I feel about the whole Koopalings and Bowser Jr. and Bowser thing. Like for years we always thought the Koopalings was Bowser's kids, but it's his fucking minions, which is fucking retarded. But that's a video for another goddamn day. But we're gonna talk about damn Donkey Kong. And so, I'm just gonna be honest with you. When it comes down to Donkey Kong, I like the way he looks now. They fleshed him out. Let's look at goddamn Mario. Look how many evolutions he went through when he first came out. Even like his overalls and his shirt, they did like a color reverse. His overalls used to be red, his shirt used to be blue. But they fixed that. Even Luigi, his overalls was green, his shirt was blue, but they fixed it. They wear red and green shirts with blue overalls, which makes more fucking sense. Because when's the last time you ever saw red goddamn overalls in the goddamn store. I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm not saying they don't make them, but you know, let's be honest with you. And let's keep it real, that was more of it has to do with Mario Sprite during the NES. So, you know, I digress. But, you know, let's keep it fucking real. You know, look at Mario. Like I said, Mario went through a whole lot of evolutions, you know. A lot of different art styles and shit. I mean, to be honest with you, I kind of like the fact that they changed how they look, you know, and they changed the way Mario them look during Mario Wonder, which to me, I love the art style of Mario Wonder. He's more animated, he's more lively, he's more fucking, he's just spot on. Same way with damn Donkey Kong, you know, Donkey Kong Bonanza. You know, I love Donkey Kong Bonanza. To me, that's probably one of the best games in the whole Donkey Kong Country series. Don't get me wrong, I still love Donkey Kong Country 2, Donkey Kong 64, Tropical Freeze, and even Donkey Kong Country Returns. I was never a fan of the first one or the third one. I can't stand those two, but the rest I have no problems with. But like I said before, you know, I don't see the fucking problem with what he looks like. You know, I don't see him looking nothing like his movie's counterpart, because he doesn't. He looks more like how he's supposed to look. He looks more like his arcade counterpart. Which a lot of the art, if you look at any Donkey Kong artwork over the years, going back to the 80s during the arcades and all the way up to now, you can see the evolution. I never did like the fucking rare artwork of him. I never liked that art style of him. And I'm glad they fixed it. I'm glad they fixed his fucking eyebrows and all this shit, that the fucking big ass dent in his goddamn forehead and shit. I'm glad they fixed it, man. He looks more like a goddamn gorilla instead of a fucking retarded Sasquatch. And I'm gonna keep it real. So yeah, to all the motherfuckers bitching about, well, I don't like way this. I mean, shut the fuck up, man. I mean, every goddamn video game character known to man has went through a fucking dramatic upgrade or facelift or whatever. Pac-Man, Sonic, Mario. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ, Bugsby of all fucking things, you know. It's video games, man. They do that. When more powerful hardware stuff comes out, the characters evolve. They upgrade. I mean, in the case of Sonic, I prefer old school Sonic that didn't talk or nothing compared to modern Sonic, because I can't stand modern Sonic. I can't stand 3D Sonic. I like 2D Sonic. He was just a better character. I thought those were better games when Sonic and them didn't talk. You know, I'm just being honest there, man. I mean, that's just me. But, you know, I just find it fucking crazy that people are fucking ass hurt about the fucking fact that they feel that they upgraded Donkey Kong to make him look like his movie counterpart. Get the fuck out of here. I mean, if that was the goddamn case, they would have fixed Mario and Luigi's shirt. I mean, goddamn, from wearing like a t-shirt to an actual button-down shirt, which is a nod to the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, which I do prefer Mario and them having a collar on their shirts. I mean, I wish they would fix that, but, you know, beggars can't be fucking choosers on that, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about in this video. I feel like I'm just rambling about goddamn Donkey Kong and fucking monkeys and shit. But, you know, but even that, you know, I mean, I know a lot of y'all are too young to remember that, but if you are my age, you remember back in the 80s, there used to be a cartoon block on CBS called Saturday Morning Supercade. If you don't know what Saturday Morning Supercade is, I recommend you go on YouTube and look it up. And you might find a lot of, it was a block of cartoons based around arcade characters like Frogger, Cubert, Donkey Kong. I mean, I believe they had Space Ace. They had a whole lot of characters. Which was cool about the Space Ace cartoon was that Don Bluth did the game, and he did the cartoon, so that was pretty cool. And I think on ABC they had Pac-Man and they had Dragon's Lair. Dragon's Lair was another kick-ass arcade cartoon back in the day. So yeah, but for those of y'all interested, I do tell you, look it up. Saturday Morning Supercade. Those cartoons should be on YouTube, and look at the evolution of that. Look how they drew fucking Mario and Pauline and that shit. You know? Hell, they had damn Mario in him that's really sound Italian. He sound more like a fucking Puerto Rican. I'm just gonna keep it real. But I digress, you know. I mean, it's fucking crazy, you know, how people just bitch and moan about shit like that, you know. I never bitched and moaned about what a goddamn video game character looked like. I mean, it's video games. They evolve over time. Look at Ratchet and Clank. Look what he looked like on the PS2 to now. You know, on PS2, he had these big-ass bug eyes, and he was all fucked up looking. I mean, so yeah, I mean, what the fuck are you talking about, man? When new technology, hardware comes out, things change. The characters improved. Let's compare Mario Wonder to new Super Mario Brothers. Which style do you like? Do you like this fucking stiff look of the new Super Mario Brothers, or do you like the fluid movement of Mario Wonder? You know, I digress. I think I talked enough. I don't give a shit. I'm in this video because I gotta get ready for work. So yeah, like I said, tomorrow I'll probably drop something other random nonsensical video or some shit. So, you know, it is what it is. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.